Hi, I'm Mandy with Nations Finds. I'm an online reseller with eBay, Poshmark, a little bit of Amazon, and I do a couple little platforms also. But I've had a lot of questions since I've been starting my YouTube channel on how much do I actually make, and how much are your fees. So I'm going to go over your fees. How much do you profit is kind of hard, it changes because your supplies change. I do have a couple of part-time employees, and then it depends on where you source from. Really and truly, those are things that you control for yourself, but there's certain things that you can't control. So I was going to cover those. These are my selling costs for the platforms itself. So this first picture I'm going to post up is a chart for the last 30, I think it was 30 days. I'm going to have to double check that. I think it was 30 days though. And typically I think when I'm just guesstimating in my head, I think that my fees are about 33%, about a third. And right here you can see that I'm close. It was 35%. And so when I'm buying items, I know that I have more fees than just this 35% though. Like I do have some labor costs. You have to, I still buy like poly mailers, pens, different kinds of supplies, bubble wrap. I buy a lot of bubble wrap because I sell a lot of jewelry. And you may have to buy boxes, you may have to buy paper. There's different supplies that I might have to buy. So it's not always just your fees and just your costs. You have to take your whole picture in. So for more details on that chart is the details right here in this picture. So you can see that eBay was $1,146.39. That was their fees. I am a top rated seller, so I do get some discounts. Sometimes when I see that number, I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to pay that. That's a huge number. But whenever the number is really big, the bigger the number, that means the more sales I had. So really and truly, I should be hoping for a bigger invoice. And then in those eBay fees, they break it down into my listing fees. I typically have I pay like a $500, or not $500, $50 for my store or subscription fee, $59.95. And then I get 1,000 listings every month. And then any listings there after that is 10 cents. Unless there's some kind of special they run for me that I accept. Sometimes I can get free listings. Sometimes I think I had some that were 5 cents over. So that's what that $4 is. So when you get to the next level store, it's 25,000 listings. And that's when 25,000 listings and solds in 1 month. So I'm not there. I'm about 1,800 with the number of listings I have and the number of sold. So it'll be a while. That store costs $250 versus the $59. So that's like a big jump. And you get extra benefits for that, but that can be in another video. But I'm not there yet to make that new fee structure. My final valuation fee. So anytime something sells, I have to pay a certain percentage of that to eBay. I believe it's like 8 to 10%. The promoted listing fees is I actually have all of my listings on promoted listings, meaning eBay will show it additionally or bump it up in the listings for buyers looking for items like mine. So the buyer is more likely to click on my item than another seller's. I feel like it's totally worth it. I paid $308. And I think right now when I looked at it earlier, my sales for the promotions for the last 30 days was $4,000. So that's $4,000 I may not have sold without the promoted listings. Now, if somebody clicks the item and it's not a promoted listing, they don't pay that fee. The only time I pay that, I don't pay that fee. The only time I pay that fee is if the customer clicks that listing and purchases that item. So then, but I'll take it. I mean, and I'll take it over Poshmark, because Poshmark, you have to share your closet to promote it. I will pay somebody to do that because it's a pain in the butt to share. We just went over subscription fees. And then fee credits. Fee credits is like somebody did a return or and I'll get my fees back typically. And discounts, $9.40. That's probably where I got an offer where I could list extra listings for 5 cents and not 10 cents. So I took them up on that. Shipping labels, that's my shipping costs for the 95% of the time. So I spent almost $2,000 in shipping. I do ship outside of eBay when it's an international package. The bulk of my orders are to the US though. But when it is international, I can actually ship it cheaper through Pirate Ship and not through eBay. So there is a little bit more in there. PayPal fees, I believe it's 3% of your sales. So that'd be about right, about 3%, was $435. So after all those fees get taken out, it's $6,344.59. So out of that $6,300, I still have to pay taxes. I still have to pay my part-time helpers and my supplies. So it just depends on what your overhead is. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with my sales. I try right now to hit about 10,000 a month. Right now my trend is, 9,800, and just need to go up from there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Just comment below or send me a message. Okay. Well, you guys have a great evening, and we'll talk soon. Bye.